All right, so today I just kind of want to talk a little bit about the post-match comments that coach would have had after the win against Cuba, the 4-0 at home. And also, I really just want to give kudos today to the TTFA because I think there's something that we don't do enough, and they have been doing pretty well behind the scenes. So let me start first with his comments. So he talked about having a mentality change. He said the team approach is to be aggressive, to extend the lead and not defend the lead, which is something we haven't heard in quite a while. And we saw that they were playing hungry and that they were playing aggressive. He also spoke about the improvements that he wants to see. He highlighted it, and it's no secret the first half was very sloppy. We were giving away the ball. They actually gave away the ball a lot too, but we need to improve us. Um, we were a bit complacent. We, as he mentioned, some of the passes were too short. We weren't playing it long enough. Um, and then he was asked about what's the next steps. So he hinted at some international friendlies, which I'll get to just now. But he being the coach that he is and the professional that he is, holding his cards close, he just kind of mentioned that there may be something coming up. However, definite on the calendars, we have St. Kitts and Nevis on the 6th of June and Costa Rica on the 10th of June. So that's where he said his next actual goals are. We know it's a little bit different now, but again, I'll talk about that just now. He spoke, well, when asked about the needs of the team, he said that we need some more corporate support. We need more people to get on board, which makes sense. He said his role is to make sure the players are well prepared, so he's the one who would be bringing the players' needs and concerns forward. Because we as a nation have a high expectation and a high demand. So equally, we should give the best chance for the team to qualify, which only makes sense. He was asked about the crowd, and he said it was great to see that the crowd was back supporting the team. Again, we still have some work to do, but it was good in that regard. I'll kind of tie in those in the end with the TTFA, so that I'm not speaking too much on that right now. Expanding the pool, I was mentioned, I was asked about scouting and that kind of thing. He said work has been done. So soon we'll be hearing about it, hopefully. He said the first goal, strangely enough, the Gold Cup, right? The first goal was to qualify for a major tournament and then look to get the right players to improve the team. He said we have a good squad now and they deserve a chance, which they have been getting chances and looking good. But he said he's committed to getting the best players, using every avenue he has to get players that will improve the team. He stressed on that. Not just because you're playing good wherever you are, but you have to be able to improve the team. He said we need to build a winning mentality at home. So defend home and make it difficult for any opposition coming here. Don't let them feel that they just come in to get 3 points here in Trinidad and Tobago. But let them know that when they come in here, they're in for a dogfight, a brutal fight. They know how to win games at an international level is what he is bringing, because he said we have quality, but what we seem to lack is the know-how, how to get it done. And well, we've seen that so far. Right. So let me get to giving the FA the kudos that I think they deserve. So Kieran Edwards and his team was selected in April 2024. So it's just about a year so far. So I think it's a good time for a recap. Since they came in, they brought in a new coach, and obviously Dwight York, and he has his staff, and we see their mentality, we see the change. And today is not bashing day, today is all about uplifting. All I will say is the team hasn't changed that much in terms of personnel right now, but we could definitely see that the team mentality and their philosophy of playing has changed a lot. Another coach might have said differently, but we are seeing a refreshing coach who is pushing forward playing football. The league is up and running, so that was one thing that we got, and they started. Players starting to move to different clubs, so we saw a lot of them going to Jamaica. We saw some going to USL one. Um, Muckett went to Abu Dhabi, I think. I mean, we still haven't had that big signing as yet, but I think we are headed in the right direction. And I'm not going to call any names because I don't want to put pressure on the young men, but we know who they are. We expect them to do great things also. And there are a lot of players coming through that should be getting contracts soon. So definitely a positive coming out of the league. The games are televised, and I say that in brackets because we have had a lot of challenges seeing it, especially us who are outside of Trinidad and Tobago. But there are some that are being televised. There are some I see every week now links coming for games, so I'm hoping that we get those games this weekend. So we generally see an improvement in the league. So thank you TTFA for bringing the league and allowing us to see the improvements and be able to talk about it and enjoy the league. As I mentioned, we have a new coach who has a different mentality. Um, the crowds coming back to the stadiums. We know that previously it was a struggle to probably get 500, 1,000 people. This game against Cuba, if Wired 868 is correct, they said we had over 6,200 people in the stands, which again, people are being enticed, as Coach would have said, being enticed to come back out and look at the football. Obviously, there's a um, revenue stream for the TTFA, so the more people we have coming, the better we'll be able to support the football. They will get more money to do other things and promote the football overall. So we know that that's a good so far. We saw corporate sponsors coming on board. We know that the government injected some money early with the TTFA, and then we saw, I think this week, NGC injected 3 million into the football building also. So all these things just all gone great for the nation. Our last FIFA ranking was 102, and that was done in December. Um, since then, we've played Cuba a couple of times. We've played, I think we played Jamaica. I think the Saudi Arabia game was after that also. So I expect that our FIFA rating should be increasing because we did relatively well against those teams. I mean, not all wins, obviously, but we held our own in some. We've had quality international friendlies. Obviously, Dwight York and Steve McLaren have a good relationship, which they've developed over the years. So we know that we had the opportunity to play Jamaica probably simply because of that. And Jamaica is kind of the powerhouse in the Caribbean right now. So that was a good opportunity for us. And so I'm coming to the games that we'd have played. We played Saudi Arabia, which is actually 59th in the world. We played Jamaica twice. Yes, it was a local based team, but it's still Jamaica, and they have a proper league running. They are 62nd in the world, and upcoming, as would have been spoken by Kieran Edwards Wednesday night, so it was brought across in the newspapers. We have the opportunity to play in the Unity Cup in England. Jamaica would be a part of that. Nigeria would be a part of that, and Ghana would be a part of that. So those games are to be held in May 27th and May 31st. The idea is that Jamaica and Trinidad play, and then Ghana and Nigeria play. The winners of those will play, and then the losers will play. So we will at least have two games, one against Jamaica, definitely, and either Ghana or Nigeria. I think Ghana, but I'm hoping we could pull off a win against Jamaica and play Nigeria instead, because Nigeria is ranked 44th and Ghana is ranked 77th. So again, we are currently at 102. So playing games with competition ahead of us will do well for our team. Um, as I say, it's refreshing to see that the TTFA and the coach are on the same wavelength. We know we're going into we are in a World Cup campaign right now. It has started. It may have been some people, myself included, may have thought it's a little bit too late that we started, but again, I just wanted to kind of give kudos today because what we see is very encouraging, and the crowds coming back, people getting on board. Yes, I know football is about seasons, and we going into a World Cup campaign, which people say should be one of the easiest campaigns for us to get into the World Cup. Um, but again, we still need to rally. We still need to be a part of it. Support where you could, buy the merchandise where you could, pump back the money into the TTFA. But today, I just want to really say, well done, TTFA. You all deserve your kudos over this 1 year. And we just want to see what you all would do for the next year. And it really looks good. It augurs well. And thank you. So share share this and tell me your thoughts. Like, subscribe to the page, and let's continue pushing Trinidad and Tobago football because we have a World Cup to get to, and we need all the support that we could. So hopefully more creators come out and start doing things about Trinidad and Tobago football so that we could all push the content together, because we need more content, more people involved, and just getting more people sensitized to the football of Trinidad and Tobago and where we are going. So thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.